Happy holidays, friends and subscribers.
Today we have an extra special edition of Cheese Please, featuring
Our 24 festive mini cheeses imported cheese advent calendar from Aldi's.
All right.
Let's eat.
Every year, Aldi's, an international grocery store, releases a series of advent calendars for various products. As with typical advent calendars, each of them features 24 different items, and the boxes are numbered to be opened in a specific order. So you'll see in this case, the cheese calendar is actually a two-sided advent calendar. So not only is it all on the inside, the windows also open on the front end. Also interesting to note, although there are 24 festive imported mini cheeses, there are actually only 8 varieties of cheese. And those varieties are
Aged cheddar,
red Leicester,
Edam, mild cheddar, matured Gouda, spicy Gouda, herbed Gouda, and tomato and olive Gouda. So it's going to be very Gouda.
Okay, and given that it's an advent calendar, it makes sense the product expiration date's fairly close to the end of 2019. So when Julie and I went out to pick this up, we actually tried to pick up one of the wine calendars that Aldi's also releases. Now they're not available in our state.
Yeah, and when we went to Virginia, they said that they were pretty much all sold out within 20 minutes of the store opening. So we did not get one.
So lesson learned, if you want to get the Advent wine calendar, you've got to basically,
sleep out there.
You're going to have to camp out in front of the store, be there for opening.
Yep.
So with all that being said, I don't think we're going to eat all 24 of these cheeses, but we definitely want to try one of each of the types.
So we're going to be opening doors until we find at least one of each of the types.
Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and we're going to find door number 1. Do you see door number 1?
Yep. Right
Okay.
here. Oh, it's so cute. Ooh, come out. Come out. It won't come out. He got it.
So as Julia mentioned, the first cheese is red Leicester or Leicester. Anyway, if you know how to pronounce red Leicester, please let us know. So what are your first impressions of the cheese? I'd say it looks kind of like a very red cheddar, so maybe that's why it's called a red Leicester.
I don't know, it looks kind of orange to me.
Why don't you give it a smell? Does it smell cheesy?
It does smell cheesy.
Yeah, it's interesting. It smells a little bit cheddar-like. It's a fairly aromatic cheese for a cheddar. The little sealed ones in the plastic wrap give it sort of these interesting like mold lines on them. Not mold as in bad cheese, but molding lines. So these are much smaller than the blocks of cheese we usually eat, so I'm going to give a couple cuts off of here. Okay, give one of those a try, Julia. What do you think?
Oh, it's got good taste. It's sharp.
I'd say definitely like a sharp cheddar sort of flavor. This thing is, it's like creamier. It's less, like cheddar's harsher or more crumbly, I guess.
Yeah.
This is a very smooth cheese.
It'd be good mixed with a milder cheese for a macaroni and cheese.
I think this would be a good macaroni and cheese, definitely.
This has good flavor.
I think it would melt well. It's almost got like a smoky, nutty sort of flavor to it. All right, and that was red Leicester.
Number 2.
Yeah, now we need to find door number 2,
I think it was on.
which I don't see on the front or on the inside, so it's probably on the front or not. Okay, let's look at the inside again. There's in 3, 4. There's number 2. Oh, it's a long box. You get that one open?
Gouda.
Looks like a straight up Gouda.
Yep.
And that's it. It's just a big old slab of plain Gouda. So we'll open up, once again, our individual serving of cheese. Why don't you give that a smell?
I love Gouda.
Yeah, it's got a distinctly processed Gouda kind of smell.
Very creamy feeling.
Yeah, it feels very soft. So we'll cut off a couple pieces of this. There's one for you, Julia. It's not a very strong odor
No.
like the cheese, but it's definitely got some bounce to it. It's a lot more compressible. It's a very soft cheese.
Yeah. Great flavor though.
You
It's
feel it?
very strong, but it's not sharp, but it's definitely a smooth taste as well.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. I'm gonna try another piece. I'd almost describe it less as a sharp and more as a like almost a sour. It's got a sourness to it.
Yeah.
I think you kind of coined it properly at the beginning by saying that's Gouda.
Oh yeah. It's really good.
It's pretty Gouda. Okay, we're gonna move on to door number 3.
Oh, it's up here.
Like I said, I hope they're nice enough to give them to us sort of in order so we don't go hunting for that mysterious cheese.
This one's the aged cheddar.
Okay, so everybody should know what to expect for an aged cheddar. It doesn't say how long it's aged. It should be a little bit similar to that red Leicester or Leicester. More cheddar-like. You want to give it a smell? I'll edit that out.
It's a lot milder than the red Leicester.
Yeah, it's definitely got a fainter smell. I wonder how much it's gonna play out to like my expectations of like an aged cheddar.
It's very mild smelling.
Yeah, it's not as strong as I would have expected an aged cheddar to be.
Yeah.
It's definitely a firmer cheese than the red Leicester and the Gouda. It doesn't have that melt in your mouth kind of flavor.
No, it seems very crumbly.
I'd also say, like, as far as a cheddar go, it doesn't particularly taste, like it's been aged a long time. It's a very lightly aged cheddar. I would say maybe like a 6-month or a 9-month. It's definitely not a multiple year cheddar. And it's not sharp at all. It's very mild.
It's very mild.
Okay, let's move on to number 4. Unfortunately, an aged cheddar. So we're going to leave that in the box.
Okay.
And move on to number 5, which is down here on the bottom. I'm going to guess this is a Gouda of sorts based on the shape of the box.
There we go. Ooh.
Oh, this is an herbed Gouda. And I don't know how random any of these are versus other ones. So let's open up this herbed Gouda and see what it's like. Can we give it a smell? I like to,
Oh. Oh, that one smells good.
I like to smell my cheeses before I eat them. Yeah, it's got a
You can definitely smell the herbs in it.
almost like it's got like a toasted herb kind of odor to it. I'm not sure what the herbs are, but it's distinct from just a plain Gouda. Yeah. Once again, though, extremely soft on the palate. It almost melts as you're eating it.
Very creamy.
But there is that garden herb kind of flavor. I'd say a hint of garlic or onion, maybe.
Onion, yeah. Definitely onion. It's really good.
Yeah, not a bad snacking cheese.
Be great with crackers.
Okay, let's move on to door number 6, which once again, I'm going to predict is a Gouda, or possibly an Edam. Other side.
Oh, this one? Oh.
Yep. You can go by the shape of the, oh no, our calendar.
Oh, hot and
Oh my
spicy.
gosh, you're destroying the calendar, Julia.
I destroyed this one.
You destroyed more than just this door, wow. That cardboard was not cooperating. So day number 6 and cheese number 5 is a hot and spicy Gouda, although it's only labeled as hot and spicy. Otherwise known as muy caliente. No, that's just very spicy. Okay, so we'll pop this out. Once again, it's a Gouda. Give it a sniff. Smell that cheese.
Smells like Gouda. I don't smell any heat to it right now.
No, you're right. There's something other than just a plain Gouda, but it doesn't smell nearly as strong as, say, the herbed Gouda. The herbed Gouda had a very distinct odor. This looks like it has small amounts of chili flake in it, probably. Although it does purport to be both hot and spicy. I don't think I would call it hot and spicy. There's definitely something there.
There is something there. There's a light heat to it near the end of your palate as you chew it.
It might be that there's some pepper oil in it, or some capsicum or something.
Or it could be just from the pepper flakes that are in it.
From the pepper flakes, yeah. Yeah, it
But
doesn't...
yeah, no, it's not a strong heat at all.
Yeah, it doesn't smell particularly strong.
But if you're sensitive to spices, it might still be a little too hot. So now number 7.
Okay, number 7. You did the editing for this one. If you could practice.
This,
I think you just need to be more careful with the perfs. 7's a repeat. It's another plain Gouda. So we're going to skip 7 and move on to number 8. Which I do not see on this side.
Nope,
She's probably on the front cover. Number 8.
Oh, that one looks...
That is a tomato and olive Gouda. Although it just said, is it tomato and olive Gouda?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a tomato and olive Gouda. Interestingly, differently shaped than the previous Goudas, and labeled as simply tomato and olive. Alright, you want to give her a sniff? Oh, I got a little whiff of it right away. It's got a strong
that's
smell
definitely...
again.
Yeah, that's definitely smells a lot like olive oil.
That's what it is. It's got a very olive oily kind of smell. I imagine it's probably sun-dried tomato that's in here. So we'll give her a little taste.
Oh yeah. So creamy.
Yeah, I think this is... There's the... I can taste the tomato.
Yeah.
The sun-dried tomato. And the herb. I think this is better than the herb one.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm fond of this one at all.
I like this one.
There's something about it that is not tasty to me. There's something about it.
I like it. And then the good news is, when you get a calendar with 24 different cheeses in it, there's going to be something for everyone. So we've tried 6 out of the 8 cheeses so far. We're on door number 8, which means we're moving on to door number 9. Right here. See if we can open this one without destroying the calendar. That's another red Leicester, or Leicester. Okay, so now we're looking for door number 10. It's only in the 24th, like some of the advent calendars. Hashtag sad. This one is an herbed Gouda. Have we done herbed Gouda yet?
That one.
Yes, we did. So that's number 10. Okay, we're moving on to number 11.
What are we looking for? Do we know?
There's 2 more that are in here.
Oh, that's hot and spicy.
That's hot and spicy.
Been there, done that.
Number 12.
I think is on the front.
Okay, so 12 is right here. That's an Edam. We have not found an Edam yet, so.
Yep. Eat 'em.
Edam and wheat. Do you want to open it?
No.
Okay. Edam doesn't have a particularly strong smell. If anything, maybe a little bit like Swiss. A little bit.
Yeah, it's very, very mild smelling. Now it's going to taste like olive oil and tomato.
No, very faintly. Here, you have the small piece. We can dink them this time. Like Mythical Morning. Dink them and sing them.
It's very Swiss-like.
Yeah, this would be a good melting cheese. It's definitely got that almost sharpness. It's not sour. It's more sharp.
And it's not as creamy as the Gouda, but it's still on the creamy side. But the Gouda is definitely a lot creamier.
Let's rearrange these cheeses. Okay, so
But it is tasty.
It is good. So, what are we looking for now? I think we're looking for a mild cheddar. We've had aged cheddar, red Leicester.
We haven't had the matured Gouda yet.
Matured.
Unless it's just Gouda.
I think we've had all the Goudas. There's a tomato, spicy,
Oh, sure.
herbed, and yeah, and
So it's
Gouda.
just the mild cheddar then.
So we're looking for a mild cheddar, and we're going to be moving on to door number 13 on the calendar. Do you see door number 13?
I think it was on the front.
It's right here.
Oh. Go ahead.
Door number 13.
See?
They're not the easiest to open,
They are not.
but I'll do my best not to rip the cardboard, which might be hard given that it's already ripped. Yeah. So 13 is another herbed Gouda. We're going to leave that in there for my lunch. Number 14.
14.
Is this a mild cheddar?
Aged.
Aged cheddar we did already.
Aged cheddar.
Okay, so now we're moving on to 15. 15's right there.
White cheddar.
White cheddar.
Which wasn't even in the list, unless this is supposed to be the mild.
I'm guessing that must be it. Like one of them was listed as, the other one was listed as aged cheddar, right?
Yeah.
So this has to be it, white cheddar. So lesson learned from the box, they clearly did not label the cheeses consistently with the product that's demonstrated, but it
We'll
does,
have to open all of them now to see what else is,
we
if
definitely
there is
will.
anything else in there.
Yep. All right, give it a smell, see if it's stronger or milder smelling. The other one was definitely listed as aged cheddar on the plastic wrap, right?
Yeah.
This one's got a fairly strong cheddar smell to it. Think.
Definitely cheddar.
Definitely milder than the other one too. It's less aged. It's like,
A little more creamy. It's not as crumbly in your mouth.
yeah, it's almost as chewy or gumby as like the Goudas, almost. So yeah. So that's the 8th cheese on the 24 festive mini cheeses calendar from
Aldi's.
Aldi's. So now we're gonna just open up the rest of the wrapped cheeses. 17, tomato and olive. You'd think theoretically that you would just get 3 of each cheese.
We'll save that one. 25.
Let's go double check that we opened all the boxes, right?
Yeah, because some of them were opened and then closed again.
24. White cheddar. This is like an ASMR cheese opening video now.
Yeah, it's just cheese. White cheddar, white cheddar.
Oh, it's so satisfying.
Aged cheddar. Leicester. Red Leicesters are only technical orange basis cheese.
Yeah, all the other ones are very white cheeses. Red Leicester.
I can't get those two. And hot and spicy. So there's only 2 hot and spices?
That's an aged cheddar. There should be, you might have to double check all the doors.
There's a hot and spicy.
There we go. So the math checks out. There are in fact 24 cheeses in the 24 festive imported mini cheeses advent calendar from Aldi's.
It was a lot of fun.
So what are you supposed to do with 24 portions of advent calendar cheese?
Eat cheese, of course. So good. It's so good.
All right. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. And we'll see you in the new year with the year of beer.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.